guys, Cyanide here. Thought I'd do a wee catch-up video on where I'm up to with this build. I haven't done a video a couple of weeks, I think. I went away out of town for a bit. You would have seen a video about that on the channel whether you watched it or not. Anyway, where I'm up to with this is with the radiator shell. What I wanted to do was attach the light buckets onto the shell here, but before I can do that, I've got to attach the little shocks onto the front hairpins. And before I get onto that, I wanted to finish this off completely with the speaker mounts. So what I did is, not those, these wee ones here, 15mm standoffs, M3. You get these from electronic stores. Here in Australia, New Zealand region, it's J-Car. I think for the guys in the States and that, it's probably Radio Shack or whatever the equivalent is now these days. Used to be Dick Smith's until it went under around here. Anyway, I'll get this up here. You can see what I've done is JB welded the standoffs in here, so they're kind of like captured nuts now. And on the other side we got the holes. So on this side they go straight through and they go into the standoff here. So this is where we attach it to the chassis, and on this side it's for attaching the speaker. I made this kind of blank out of a bit of sheet which has the holes that match the speaker here. So the speaker will sit, hold on, let me get my orientations right. The speaker will sit inside it this way, the speaker's facing back and the back of the speaker's there. I wanted the speaker to face the same direction kinda as the headers or the zoomies or whatever you end up putting on it is facing. I didn't film this because, well, it's just mixing up glue, you know, and sticking shit together. It's not very exciting stuff. Then waiting for it to set and things like that. So I think this is pretty much good to go now. The other thing I did was I put some foam on the sides of this to make it wider, because this speaker was narrower than the gap here, and you've seen space here. So now this fills the whole area with black. Next thing I'll probably do is just paint some lines in there, because you can hardly see it behind that grille anyway. So I don't think I need to put in too much detail for the actual radiator. That foam was this stuff here. This is, some of you guys will recognise it. When you order rims or axles from RC4 Drive, their foam has a more dense foam backing, and that happened to be just right. Cut a few strips, glued it on. What else? In the mail turned up these. These are the tiny little, what are they? Mini scale shocks. I'll try and get that up there for you guys that like part numbers. I was put onto these by Josh at RC Everyday. He's building rat rods as well, and he was going to use these, and I didn't even know these things existed. I had the 1/10 scale ones, but these are for the little buggers. What are they, 1/18 scale maybe? I'm not too sure. But these will be quite nice to put kind of, if you imagine the chassis here, they'll be the ones that go into the hairpins, the wee dampeners. That's what they'll be. So got those turned up. Then realised I didn't have any hardware for them because of the size of the hole. They're not M3. So I ordered here. Let's see if I can get this off without spilling them everywhere. So these are all stainless, M3, various lengths, hex head, a few washers, nuts and lock nuts. And this little kit was about $10 US from China, free shipping from AliExpress.com. Always get my hardware from there now because it's so much cheaper than brand name stuff, and it all comes out of there anyway, so I'm not really interested in paying for someone's logo, especially for stuff like hardware. I mean, I can pick up 100, you know, packs of 100. For example, this here, not pretty, but there's 100 in there, M3 by 12mm, same price as what you'd pay for 10 if you got them in a nice pretty bag with a cardboard thing on it with a brand name. And I get quite a lot from there actually, rims and all sorts. Medic and One Too Many RCs is over there at the moment doing a series, and doing a bit of a show about the stuff that's manufactured and things like that. So I have no qualms about buying directly from China, because especially down here shipping is a killer, man. So if I can get free shipping, I'm all about that. And hell, RC 4-wheel drive, where's that made? Yeah, same place. So just, yeah, if I can, I'll always get it from there first. I know it's not very polite for the local businesses and that, but you know, this is a global market we live in now, isn't it? What else? So today I'm going to paint this, which I probably won't film, it's neither here nor there. Reattach this to the chassis, make sure that's all squared away. And the next video I'll do, probably later this week or next week, will be making the mounts for these, to attach these to the hairpins. I'm not going to do that in this video. This is just a quick catch-up video. So yeah, it was good to find out about these on RC Every Day. You should check out his channel because his builds are really good. So where am I? There'll be a search bar up here on YouTube. Type in RC Every Day and check out his rat rod build. He's on to a second rat rod build now, and that's cool, man. He's got some good ideas, and he's working on one that's going to have a diesel engine in it, and that's really got my cogs turning as well. And I won't be doing it for this build or the sister because they've got the RC4 drive V8s already, but further down the track I might try a diesel as well. What else do I have to cover on this video? Not a lot. No, I think yeah, I've been kind of getting a bit stuck on these. There's sometimes the little details, they stymie me, and they kind of piss me off, but they're worth doing. So yeah, I'll get these done, and it's kind of like the case of, I just wanted to get this done. I just wanted to put the light buckets on, but then you got to sit and think about what you're doing, and then realised before I can attach these, I've got to do another thing, and then before I do that thing, I got to do another thing before that. So I'm doing stuff, my mind's not really on it. I really want to just be somewhere else in the build, but if you don't do things in the right order, you're creating trouble. So you got to be patient sometimes. So this is kind of these not very exciting parts of the build, but we'll get there. The next video I'll get back out in the workshop, and we'll get some sparks flying and do some more fabrication. Yeah, I have had some stuff turn up in the mail, but it doesn't relate to this build, so I won't show you. Alright guys, sorry there's not much excitement in this one, but them's the breaks, you know. It is what it is. But the sound system will be in there soon, and with the fake radiator, so yeah, it's getting there. Alright, catch us later.